If you watched my Amazon Vine video, you know that I get a chance to review a lot of crazy products. And the one I have today is not necessarily crazy. In fact, you probably have one in your house. It's just the value of it is so not there that I had to talk about it. It's a charging cable that has a USB-C and lightning port on it. It's about 1.5 meters or just under 5 feet long. When you look at this, what do you think it would cost? Maybe $20, maybe $30 on the outside. Maybe it's like a really super high quality. No, this thing costs $65. It's a $65 charging cable. Now, that may seem a little bit of outrageous for a brand that I've never heard of, Native Union. I don't know what they do. I've never heard of them before. This is the first product of theirs that I've had a chance to review. But if you look on the Apple store, you can see that Apple branded charging cables are only about 25 bucks. So you could buy a Lightning one and a USB-C one and still be $15 ahead, rather than buy this Native Union cable. So I had to test this thing out. I had to figure out whether or not it was actually worth the $65 that they're charging for it. So this is what it looks like when it's out of the box. It's really just a standard charging cable. The material is nice. It's braided for sure. So it's gonna last. It says on the box that it's rated to 15,000 plus bends. I guess it means you can bend it 15,000 times and it's not going to wear out. And it also has this little kind of faux leather strap. So for when you wrap up the cable, you can keep it from unwrapping, I guess. None of that is out of the ordinary. It's a USB-C connector to draw power from. So that's, becoming more standard now. So it's what I would expect out of a product that's $15, $20, $25. But at the other end is where it gets interesting. It's a lightning connector and a USB-C connector, which means you can connect an iPhone or like an iPad or any other USB-C accessory. Sounds great, right? Awesome. You can charge two things at the same time. Well, actually you can't, because if you look very carefully at the USB-C connector there, you'll see that it's got a little metal plug in it, so that the moment that you plug something in, it slides over to the other side to prevent you from plugging another accessory in. So you can only plug in one device at a time. I think that defeats the purpose of having a cable with two ends on it. Maybe you want to just carry around one cable and only charge one thing at a time. That's totally fine too. But I thought when I ordered this that the value proposition was going to be being able to charge a Lightning and a USB-C device at the same time. But I guess you can't do that. Maybe there's some technical limitation that I don't know of. There probably is. I have other cables that have both a Lightning and a USB-C end on them, and they charge two devices simultaneously. So for $65, I would have thought that I'd be able to charge two devices at the same time, but I guess not. So let's check out and see what it says on the box. On the box it says it's made from plastic waste. And I don't know much about recycling. Maybe it's less expensive to source new plastic than it is to source post-consumer plastic. I don't know the answer to that, so maybe that accounts for some of the increase in cost. Also, it says that it's made from other recycled materials on the back. I don't know if that's just the plastic or if anything else is going to be recycled in here. It has reinforced construction as well as the 15,000 bend guarantee. It also says on the back it's capable of carrying 60 watts of current, which is great. That means you can charge a laptop with it, or some of the more intensive devices that require more charge to juice up their battery, which is fine. But again, most of those devices come with a charging cable. So if this is capable of carrying 60 watts, why can't it push 20 watts to an iPad and 18 watts to an iPhone at the same time? Let me know in the comments if there's some sort of technical aspect that I'm overlooking, if you know more about this stuff than I do. But again, I have cables that charge a Lightning device and a USB-C device at the same time that cost way, way less than $65. So one of the things I aim for when I write my Amazon reviews and when I make video reviews is whether or not I think the thing that I'm reviewing has value. Now, this is unquestionably a high quality cable. It's made from great materials and it works. It does the job. It charges an iPad, it charges an iPhone, just not at the same time. But for $65, I really don't know. I've never reviewed a cable that costs more than about $30 before. So I don't really see how this makes any sense for anyone to buy. It's not even a designer brand. If this were like a Gucci cable, 100% for sure I would understand. It wouldn't be something that I would buy, but I understand that some people like to have those designer labels on all of their products. But this isn't from a brand that I've ever heard of before. I don't know what Native Union is. I've never heard of them before I got this $65 charging cable. So I don't know if they're a designer brand or not. If I just want practicality, I don't really think $65 is worth it for a charging cable. You can get any number of charging cables on Amazon or any other site for far, far less than $65. And you can even get packs, multiple packs. You can get a 5-pack, you can get a 3-pack, and multiple lengths, lengths that are longer than this. There's a lot of reasons not to buy a $65 charging cable. When I saw the listing, I thought there's got to be something more to this. Maybe there's a $50 bill inside the box that makes it worth $65. But when I did unbox it, there was no $50 bill inside. So I still am struggling to justify the value of this particular cable. You can buy any number of things that I think would have better value than this single Lightning and USB-C charging cable. Hey, thanks so much for listening to me rant about a $65 charging cable. Please check out some of my other content here. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.